technical issues maintained. Ooh, I didn't write the date.
Solved.
I know. Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, where's your little thingy?
Thingy.
Your book.
I know, so I can tell everybody.
Good
Hold on, guys. We'll be with you in
gravy.
just a second. Just a second here.
This is where we need theme music.
Well,
This is where I think Leah's kids should be singing "Flock Around the Table."
Flock, flock, flock around the
I
table.
don't need this up here.
Okay, Sunday, February 21, episode number 35
It's February 21 in 2021.
in 2021.
We keep on scheduling this just perfectly.
And then
That's because
and
we're darn near perfect.
and we're episode number 35, which really doesn't have anything to do with February
35.
35, 21,
I remember
21.
35.
21. Good morning. Flock Around the Table's back again. This is Deb.
Sue.
Mika?
And she's Cole.
No, I'm not. Actually, I've had this on for about 5 minutes now, and I'm about roasting. So we're gonna just show off the.
We'll show it now, and then when it comes off, you'll get to see it again later. We'll discuss
I mean, it's
it.
a long time ago, FO, but I because it's been so cold here.
Yeah.
Every day last week, I broke out something new to wear into work because I love seeing all the expressions of people, all the guys in the warehouse. Of some
Of your hats and
new
scarves and
crazy
things?
thing that
Yeah.
So I thought, well, this is one that I did. This was my first cable project that I ever
I was
did.
going to say, it's very nice.
Yeah, it's hat number 5. It's
Number 5.
It's called hat number 5. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it was very easy to do. So this got me out of I was scared of doing cables.
Karen was like that, too. Hi, Karen.
Karen is still like that.
No, she did the cable thing with Marcia, didn't she? And I think it was coming along.
I just had lunch with her.
I know, but I didn't know.
Yesterday, and she was looking at a cable one from Stephen West, I think, and she was super scared to do it. And I'm like, cables are easy. So this is hat number 5.
You see cables a lot in hats and mittens.
And this was also a learning where I learned that you should
me?
really have a smaller needle for your ribbing on the bottom.
Well, it's hard to figure out once you start doing them in the beginning. You know what I mean? You read it and you think, okay, you're supposed to do the hat in a 10, okay, if you're using bulky. But you're supposed to do the ribbing in an 8. And you're looking at it going, whoa, this is the 10.
No,
and then you're like this.
Just do that. Just do the ribbing in a
follow,
much smaller.
follow the directions?
Yeah, follow the dang directions, guys.
The suggestions.
Don't be like me.
You follow the suggestions. Well, I wanted to show my Mpito how we're going along because I watched this yesterday.
She's got to start saying that name. It's Mpito, not Mpito.
The MP is Mpito. Mpito. See, and so I worked on it yesterday because I was watching us, and Leah, you were right. We looked so much better last week than we did the couple weeks before. So now you get to see the full essence of us. See, you get to see bad girls. Bad girls when they come for you, if they come for you. I think I've had too much caffeine this morning.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know what I did this
Cheese
week?
and rice.
Cheese and rice.
Cheese and rice.
What did you do?
What?
I found a new fun show to watch.
Uh-huh.
On TV?
It's on True TV. Ain't that a great? Yeah. It's on one of those crazy networks. And this is called Fast Foodies. And there's 3 chefs. And they bring in a music person or an actor. And they say,
like Snoop Dogg?
Not yet.
No.
I'm going to send them a suggestion and say, hey, you better get Snoop on there. Right now, they had this Tada or something, some rapper. Cute little guy.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Tada or Taga or something. Anyway, he was a rapper. And his favorite go-to fast food was Domino's Pizza. I know. It was the pineapple one.
Oh, even worse.
So
oh my gosh.
these 3 chefs made their version of Domino's Pizza. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
And then they did an upscale version of with the same flavors. So they had tomato sauce and ham type things. and the one made it with like a duck confit or something.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
You know, but the guy that talked about it was saying it was so good. Anyway, they were funny, and the thing. It's on True TV. That's all I know. Whatever the thing is, it was on. It's 164 on my AT&T, but it was really good.
It's on True TV.
The two chefs, the one I've seen once. He was like on Iron Chef, and the other one I saw, the girl, she was on Top Chef, which is on Bravo.
Yeah.
And she won Top Chef All Stars. Kristen, skinny Asian girl, cute.
Oh yeah,
girl,
yeah.
skinny. And
I don't watch cooking shows.
Yeah,
Because
well,
that implies that I cook.
well, I don't either, but I like watching them. Because then I tell Gail or Mom to make them. And then, so she made this thing wrapped in prosciutto with this good cheese and the pineapple. And the other guy made a pineapple dust with liquid nitrogen. That was like really good. They sprinkled it on the top. Anyway, so that was my fun thing this week. And the other thing this week I was really thinking we should do a music video.
What planet do
Walk
you
around the
live
table.
on?
You've heard me sing.
I don't sing.
Well, you
if
don't
you
have
want
to
singing, I
sing.
would have to get my daughter to sing.
Well, we could, like dub it or whatever. We could lip sync. We could karaoke.
And who's gonna produce this video?
I don't know. I'll call
who's
Snoop.
Who's gonna do the
I'll
What
call
song?
Snoop and we'll have.
Yeah,
Snoop
you
do
need
it.
to get together with Snoop.
Yeah. I don't know. It just came to me this
Okay,
week, and
so
somebody
us-
said that we should do a music video, and I was
Who
like,
said that?
Just one of my neighbors who watches us and doesn't even knit.
Okay.
You need to quit hanging out with that person.
Okay.
Okay, Carolyn.
My question for you guys this week and for our viewers this week, I was having a very interesting conversation with my daughter the other night. And I don't know how we venture off into the weird unicorn realms, and this was posed. So if you could be a fly on the wall and be on the wall and have a table with 4 people having a conversation, living or dead, who would the 4 people you would want to listen to a conversation to? Who would they be?
Walt Disney.
Michelangelo.
Is that because the name is so close?
To Walt Disney?
And
No.
Gandhi.
So her table right now is
Walt Disney and Gandhi. And okay, we'll throw a fly in the ointment. Donald Trump.
Oh my goodness.
And
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't throw him in there, but okay.
no, you need that. You need that. The reckless. I mean, you need the reckless with the calm. You know, and you got the imagination with Disney.
All right,
You've
I'm with you. Well, give me your last person.
My last person would be probably.
And I'm posing this to you guys too. I want to
Put it in the comments.
I want you to put it in the comments. Your 4 people that you
I'll
want to
actually
listen
go back
to.
and watch that because I want to hear it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
so I have
it'd be,
Walt Disney, I
it's
have Gandhi, I have
fascinating.
Donald Trump, and I would probably put in somebody who I don't know who my 4th person would be.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh no, go ahead.
So your table is Michelangelo, Ruth Bader.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Okay.
What did I put with them? Steve Jobs.
Interesting.
I just think they'd have great conversations. And maybe Gandhi, somebody that would be like
A philosophical.
Martin Luther King.
Oh yeah.
Well, that'd be an interesting one.
Because
I actually like Mark. I mean, I think his philosophies were
he's very,
very even.
very calming, very.
Hey,
Yeah.
we need to get out there and do this, but we need to get out and do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to do it for us.
Yeah.
So Martin Luther King would be a good choice.
But see, Michelangelo just was he had such ideas that I would like for him to be able to come back now and see how so many of his ideas have actually kind of come to fruition.
Sort of like your Socrates and Aristotle's to set so that they could see, or even Einstein, have him come back now to see how his theory really sucked.
You want to hear my 4?
Yeah.
Einstein.
Got it.
Tori can back me up. I actually said this list the other night. So Einstein, Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
When he could actually talk.
Well,
quickly, when he could contribute to the conversation
like this
at a normal conversation wise. Denzel Washington. And Lady Gaga.
Okay.
All right. I can see that.
That was my 4. I was like,
I could see
that's
those
going to be
4.
interesting. And my daughter, so she did her list, and Robin Williams was in it. And I'm
that would be interesting too.
I can't remember all of them.
Yeah, that would be.
But she had
interesting.
Robin Williams in hers.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Robin Williams, just the 2 of them. Wouldn't that be great?
Now, I was a Ruth Bader Ginsburg fan many years ago. I mean, when she
I'm just thinking that she's got the
chutzpah
and the wherewithal to hold her own in a group.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I think you'd need because.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going up against Michelangelo
or Robin Williams
and
yeah.
Einstein.
Hey, going up against us.
Right, yeah. So,
it's an interesting question.
Isn't it? Isn't it a fun question? So I'd love to hear what you guys say. So go ahead and, you guys get to have a little more time to think about it before you write your answers down. I put these 2 on the spot, right quick.
I had to think of 4 people that were important.
Well, see, here's the thing. They don't need to be important. They could just be
a local minister that you believe in, or
my grandpa,
your parents,
my grandpa, and
anybody you just want to hear a conversation.
Yeah, George Washington Carver was always somebody I always thought, because of the way he did his peanut empire. How he really came through in a time that
he wasn't supposed to.
Well, no, you wouldn't think at the time, meaning the era he was in, that you wouldn't think that. But yet, the respect that he commanded from, sorry if I'm offending anybody, from the white to the, to the dark. I mean, just his whole essence, when you see his picture and the way he related with people, created that symbiotic relationship. You know what I mean? Because he was
I don't know that much about him except that he.
I did stuck paper on him once, and he was
okay.
very interesting, and he had very smart people underneath him that didn't want the limelight at all. They were so content to just come in and do the work and say, "Here, it's yours," But he was an amazing man. Yeah. So.
That brings to mind Harriet Tubman.
Yes.
Harriet
I've
Tubman. I've
seen part of that.
Abraham Lincoln.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Wouldn't that be interesting?
That would be interesting.
That conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually watched, I haven't been able to see the whole movie. I just kind of catch it at the wrong time. But I've seen probably 75% of it, so I get the whole gist of it. And whoever plays Harriet is an amazing, I can't remember who her name is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But she's an amazing actress. And HBO, they had Peanut Butter Falcon on this past week, so I watched it again. Oh my God.
You need to text me when that's on, because I don't hardly ever, I have HBO, but I hardly ever.
It's your basic HBO. It doesn't have any of the extra.
I hardly ever have the HBO up there on my.
Yeah, and I was just kind of flipping through, and it had just started, so it was like he was just breaking out of the nursing home. So
that was
a good movie.
That was such a good movie.
Yeah, at first you're kind of like, huh, and then later on it's like, oh my God, this is good.
It's like Forrest Gump. When
I did not care for that movie.
I went into it
bad. I'm sorry, I didn't like it.
Planning to not like it, and then I ended up liking it.
See, I went into it because I pre-ordered, so that movie is hella how many years
I know,
old, right?
I know.
It was hyped so much.
Yeah.
And I pre-ordered it and paid for it before it was even released because of the hype that came around it. So I actually bought the movie.
Yeah.
And then I got it and I was like, really? I mean, it's a good movie, and
Right.
It's.
But
I have certain parts that I really enjoy, and there are
and
other
Tom
parts
Hanks
that
does
I
a
don't.
fantastic job.
Yeah, he does.
He's a pretty amazing
It's just
actor.
it's not my genre.
No,
Yeah.
It's not really my genre.
It's.
And my other favorite Tom Hanks is Castaway.
Oh, I love Castaway.
Have you ever watched it? He's works for FedEx. His plane goes down.
Yeah, no.
He
He's
gets
stranded on the island.
And
And
he
he
makes
talks
friends.
to the basketball.
Hey, Wilson,
Wilson.
the basketball or the
Yeah,
volleyball.
Volleyball. And the part where Wilson floats away, I have to turn it off because I can't watch that.
Well, I cry.
I do too. That's why I
It's a
can't watch
freaking
it.
volleyball, and you cry.
Well,
I know it's really
he
silly.
talked to him for 4 years. I always thought I didn't think he was gone that long, and I finally realized that it was 4 years.
There's
I
a
thought,
lot of Tom Hanks movies that are just fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really
One of my
good.
favorites is one of his first ones, and that's Big.
Oh,
I love
yes.
Big.
Yeah.
Yes.
I dressed up as Tom Hanks in Big for Halloween one year,
Oh, cool.
but I dressed up as Tom Hanks as the boy.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
That epic scene where he's walking down the street and
Where
he's
he's coming
shrinking
home?
back into
Yeah,
his
where he's coming home.
child size, and
Yeah.
he has on the fedora and the great big huge hat, or the great
Big,
big
big, huge
huge
coat.
suit, the
So
whole suit, and
you
the
just
shoes, and he
took a-
walks out of the shoes.
You took one of James.
I went to work in one of my husband's double-breasted suit, put on a fedora,
and away we
and
went.
I went as Tom Hanks in Big.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's nothing really coming out that I'm really interested in
Yeah.
right now. One. Disney has a movie coming out with a squirrel in it. I'm not a squirrel fan, but now I'm a squirrel fan.
What do you mean you're not a squirrel? You are a
Well, I
squirrel.
am
You
a
are a
squirrel.
squirrel.
Anyway, I think it's called Flora and Ulysses or something like that. So I can't wait. I'll tell you all about it.
Is it coming out?
This spring or something like that. I don't know. So I have to find out. I just saw a little blurb on it last night. So I actually had regular TV on last night.
Yeah, see, I don't watch, you all know I don't watch regular TV. I just watch Netflix and Amazon and YouTube and all that other stuff. So yesterday I thought, well, I'll be clever because the IU was playing Michigan.
Yep.
And I thought, I'm going to watch IU play Michigan. And they were on ESPN. Well, apparently my AT&T.
Whoa, we're getting
We all just
notices.
got a message.
We probably did.
my AT&T Uverse, I've gone back to not a basic, but just one step
One up,
above.
yeah.
And it doesn't carry ESPN. And so I did all this. I downloaded ESPN. I switched it over, and it said, "You can't get this, lady, because you haven't got the right kind of
TV.
Something.
network package."
Right.
So
Well, some of them you can actually get on Netflix
Well-
and Prime now.
Yeah. something.
they lost, so it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
I
Michigan
mean, I
won.
think they did. What?
I don't know.
Michigan won. Well, if IU lost, then
And
Michigan
Michigan
won.
won. That's what I said, if you said that. So I really don't know. We have a very prolific group this morning. That's our WhatsApp, which is our
yeah.
little game
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
have.
And we always say that we're going to turn our notifications off before we record, but we
Yeah.
always forget. So
Yeah.
And the thing is, if
Y'all are
I
just
turn it
gonna
off,
hear.
I'll never turn it back on. So
Right.
you can just hear the fun background music as we sit here and knit away and keep going. That we've got this.
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
have the best finished object.
Yes,
Oh, yes. Yes. Get that out here.
get it out here.
I don't have to go very far. It's right here.
Yeah, look.
It's all done, guys. I don't have the pattern written yet, but I will. I'll write it up for you guys. But it's all done.
It's all finished. It's all squishy. The table runner exists.
No, I think I'm going to call it the Big O.
This is more than 9 feet.
It is not.
No, because look, I'm 60 inches and that's easily
But look.
36.
But look.
Okay.
It's not long enough.
Oh, we must have been getting noisy.
It's not long enough.
Oh, I think it's fine.
No, it's not long enough.
Oh
Not
my
to do
God.
this, not to do this, but I don't think.
I think it's
Oh,
great.
I think it looks fine.
Me too. She's wackadoodle.
I haven't blocked
Well, then
it, so
wear-
it will grow.
It will, why don't you wear it the other way, where you wrap it around?
Well, I can, but even that is not. So then it's not coat length. If you wrap it around like this, look,
Oh, yeah, you wanted
it's
to
not
be
coat length.
But it's body. I mean,
Well, it
it's
depends
not.
on the length of your coat.
Yeah, wear a shorter coat.
9 feet is the perfect length if you want a coat
Tell her
length.
to wear a shorter coat. Yeah, here.
This doesn't even cover up my big old belly.
But it does cover your boobs, so you're good.
Yeah, it covers my boobs.
Your boobs will be warm. Gotta have warm boobs.
So yeah,
Yay!
I finished this yesterday morning in a flourish. I will get a pattern written up. I'm
Why did you just say, okay, this is it, I'm gonna finish it?
pretty much.
I'm gonna
I
sit
was
here in this chair
gonna
until
get this
such time.
done before I go to lunch,
Okay.
and I did.
Yep. And we missed you at lunch, Miss Deb.
I was fighting with the sewing machine.
And the sewing machine was winning.
Yeah, the needle's still stuck in it. Probably what I'll do is when I get it to the point I can't get it, I'll take my snips and I'll snip the needle, and then it'll release, and then I can get it out. But I just didn't feel like doing that yesterday, so I was fighting with it in the morning, and I thought for sure I could get it out because someone told me that I promised these bags, and then I didn't deliver them, and they've been sitting there forever. And so I finished the
I may have
one.
whined a little bit.
Yeah, someone could have whined, but anyway,
I offered cheese to go with it.
Yeah, yeah.
she did.
This is the bag she's referring to, and I don't know if you can see what it says. It says, "I learned to knit in prison."
I like that. So, yeah, but this only has one thing because I was being too cute with the other thing. So, anyway, Sue's got one coming too because we did learn to knit in prison when we were a gang in prison. So,
We were a gang. What was the name of our gang?
I don't know.
The flock.
The flock.
Ah,
Yeah.
I should have known.
You should have known.
In
I
our
should've
dreams, the flock was, really tough.
Yeah, they're a bunch of
We were at
hooligans.
the Rock.
So I have been wanting one of these,
With
and I have
Sean
been.
Connery.
Isn't Alcatraz the Rock?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we were Sean Connery, and he did a movie with
Nicolas Cage.
and someone that wait, NCIS guy, Mark Harmon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Harmon was in The Rock.
No, he was in one of
he wasn't.
the Presidio, which is San Francisco. It's about
What
anyway. I know where I'm going. I don't know what you guys probably. They follow me just fine. That's why they're watching.
I have a hard time following you. I
Some
do.
days you.
I have a really nice new project bag, which I'm really thankful for. So
Because you have a new project to put in it, right?
I do. I always have a new project. God knows I always have a new project. I started on my sweater. We're talking about projects, and I had this really cool pattern that I really liked, and so I cast it on and I started knitting, and it had a bunch of short rows that I thought I was managing, but I got to a point where I was just totally lost.
We saw your short rows, which you managed well
You
in
know
the
how
shawl.
to do short rows on the shawl. Why were you
I know
having
how to
such
do short rows.
Yeah.
It's
difficulty on
just
the-
that with this pattern, it was, you knit this way until you get to the double stitch,
So the double stitch.
and then you go back the other way
Right.
to
The double stitch.
a certain marker, and then you do this and this and this, and then you go on, and then you do a double stitch and you come back. Okay. Anyway, long story short,
That short rows did her in.
they did. I started that sucker 4 times.
Yeah, on number
I think-
3, I think I wouldn't
I
have tried
think-
number 4.
If you ever want to try that one again, when you do a double stitch on your turn, place an stitch marker there.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
you don't have to
Right.
see that double stitch. You can just
It's marked.
It's marked.
That was my problem. I couldn't find the double stitch because I was to go back to it and I couldn't find it, and so I wasn't sure where I was to go back to, and after 4 attempts and I was totally lost, I said,
I think maybe I'm just going to go with another
I think I have
pattern.
another pattern I might like better. So I still want to do the one I started, but and I'm going to use the markers. But I did start a new pattern, and it's like knitting for dummies.
Ooh.
Sweaters for dummies.
Really?
It's real. Here it is. You can see it. It's tin can knits.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Flax.
Flax? Okay.
And I've only started this one twice. So I'm ahead.
Yeah.
But I've only got,
Yeah, you're ahead of the game.
this is all I've got done.
Let's see
So
the
is it a top-down raglan?
I hope so.
That wouldn't go around my waist.
No, me neither.
So that's how far I've gotten.
Nice.
And it's in bulky?
It is
Worsted.
worsted.
Okay.
Worsted. And this
Okay,
is
worsted. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
ridiculous, and the colorway is fall leaves. And I think it's going to be a really pretty sweater.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
Good luck to you.
Keep us posted.
yeah, I'll keep you posted, guys.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to go home and I'm going to put a little tab on this so that
Oh,
over here,
geez.
so that
Yeah.
we can keep good track.
Keep a
And then
running.
if I can find a sweater emoji, I will put that up in the name of this
Yeah, you do
episode
that.
so we can easily reference it back. Like, oh, that's the sweater one.
That's the
Oh, that's the
sweater.
one where she said she had
2
done a
years
sweater.
ago, that's when she started that sweater.
Yeah.
You're so bad.
Hey, look, she's finished the yoke.
but
Yay,
no
okay.
I have decided, speaking of sleeves, I have decided that Dirty Martini,
Yeah.
which I've got done except for one sleeve, I think I'm just going to take it apart and wind up the yarn because I don't care for a cardigan. And
So
that's
there's
a
no
cardigan.
point if you wouldn't wear it as a
So,
cardigan.
Valerie, I've been thinking about you a lot lately.
Actually, we all have been thinking about you a lot lately, Valerie.
Because whenever the word actually, when I hear the word sleeve, I think of Valerie.
Well, and
Well,
she's in Texas.
She's in Texas.
And
And,
I did
I
think of
saw a note on Instagram that you need gas. I thought maybe I would just send you a gallon if I can figure out how. So be on the
they should
lookout
get-
for
Yeah,
that.
I felt so bad. To our Texas people, so sorry you had to go through
I would
all
love
that.
to send a care package down.
Yeah, we could do
But
that.
I know the hubs are. I mean, I'm in shipping. All the hubs have been having issues moving stuff. So
That's
yeah,
true.
and just tell us what you need, Valerie, and we'll
let us know
see.
what you need.
Yep.
And we'll make it happen somehow.
or any of the other Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We are good-hearted people, and we would send you, especially if you need yarn.
Your shirt off my back. Can I send it? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm a little warm, actually.
Oh, you're going to take it off?
I have a t-shirt on underneath.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Mikey thought it was
got-
funny.
Turn around here. Look at me. You've got like a little.
Boy, she knows
Damn,
the
is it-
little things.
Oh, I wanted it to be an eyelash, and you could have made a wish.
Ah,
No, it wasn't eyelash. It was like maybe some focaccia.
Focaccia. We had focaccia for breakfast.
breakfast. It was,
just something.
fresh made. It rose overnight.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that,
it was
like
an
the
overnight
recipe
rise.
said. She said that's going to be what I'm going to do for
It
them.
wasn't hard to do. I looked up a recipe to make focaccia because I wanted to make some for dinner last night, and I wanted quick focaccia. And I thought I just didn't read the whole thing all the way through. I thought it was an 1.5-hour rise. Turned out it wasn't. It was an overnight rise. So we have focaccia for breakfast instead of focaccia for dinner.
Well,
So what'd you do for dinner? Just regular toast?
No, squash risotto and
You know,
hot roast.
but you say you didn't have a bread.
I
component.
didn't do a bread. I figured the risotto was
With the
enough
soda
carbs.
carbon for the thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I had enough carbs.
Looked really good on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
So
I tease them all. I send them pictures of what I eat for dinner.
she does.
and sometimes they gang up, and there's 2 or 3 that are sending dinner pictures, and I'm sitting there with my peanut butter sandwich.
Right, I know, and you're over there going, huh? It happens too if I'm watching like food TV and they're making something that I really like, or watching Carnival Eats because he goes to all these fun carnivals.
Show. Oh my God. Just the
junk food. Ugh.
Monstrosity of crap that they eat.
Ugh. I know, wouldn't that be great? I can't wait for the state fair. Don't you cancel it, Mr. Holcomb. Yeah. I'm telling you now.
I'm sure he's watching, and now he's shaking in his shoes.
Shaking
I want the state fair because I love the state fair. Maybe I could put my mittens in my state fair.
Your what?
My mittens.
You're not going to put another thing in the state fair because they lose your stuff. Those are so...
They are cute.
Bloody cute.
Is there something else I can help with?
No, that's okay. Thanks, Siri. Now, Siri wants to be part of our group. So there you have it. With the
oh my gosh, I just love those.
Aren't they cute?
I love the way that pooled. I'm
know.
Just fascinated
that is
by
really
it.
pretty.
Yeah. Oogie Boogie Christmas from Gamer Crafting in England.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love that.
So these are for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm going to use them. I was seriously, all of a sudden, the thought came to me, I should give them to my mom. I don't know why, but I thought my mom could have them. She needs a little sparkle in her life.
Those are just so darn
She
cute.
has you. How much more sparkle can she stand?
These are just bloody cute. Is this worsted?
No, DK.
DK. Oh my God, these are
Aren't
just
they cute?
I had them on, yeah.
I need mittens. Like, can I request a pair of
Sure.
mittens?
Yeah.
Look at these.
Look at the way they're pulled. Isn't that cute?
Exactly like this. They fit me perfectly.
Okay, so I'll do them exactly like that again.
Look at these are so
I love the way the yarn knit up.
At first, I wasn't sure. You know, when I first started working,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh
when
my
you
God,
first
no,
start.
I love
Who
these.
would have thought?
And,
Who'd have thunk?
yeah, because at first I wasn't a lover of this green here, this kind of turquoisey, tealy green, but it really
I know,
makes
I
the
think
whole.
they're fantastic.
Yeah, it really did. And these are just the pattern is called plain white mittens, and
And
you
you
put
altered it a little bit, right?
just a little for me, but I don't do her way
Of the
of
thumb?
the thumb. I do it according to how I found it on YouTube. And there's plenty of them for the afterthought thumb. And I like the afterthought thumb. Now, I like a thumb gusset. Don't get me wrong. I think that adds a lot, you know, in here.
Right, but
I really like the...
No, that fits well. I had
fits,
it on.
That
Yeah.
fits fine.
Yeah, it does. So, there you have it. My mittens are done.
Love them.
Now, what?
Aren't they
Now
great?
you're the yarn lady today.
I
Yes,
am.
You are.
I don't know what got into me.
I know.
kinda-
You were just possessed.
She was
I
all
was.
over the place.
I was all over. We have Roving Indiana, which is
Start.
7, 8.
Seven.
Start this week.
It's 7 shops, 1 truck, and 1 virtual.
That's it. Okay. And it starts next week and goes for a week and a half or so, or 2 weeks. And normally they do give you like this passport that you get and if you go to every
Yeah,
shop,
they're
you
not
get
doing
an
that.
extra
That's
this, so you get discounts and stuff. Well, this year we're not doing it, but at least we're having a roving thing. And this year the colorway, it's called Renewal.
You're so far away.
I know.
Here.
I can't get closer.
I know.
There.
There we go.
And that's done with a German cast on. German
Yeah.
twist. So it's stretchy. See, and
I
here
love
it
this.
is.
I mean, I think it's kind of seafoamy green.
Yeah, it is a seafoamy green. And
Look at
it's
that
called Renewal.
speckle.
And that's for us here in Indiana.
And it's from Leading Men.
And Leading Men Showstopper. They have it at our Village Yarn Company.
Well, I think it's at all the yarn shops who are participating.
Well, that's fine, but
Yeah.
I went to the Village Yarn Company.
Well, okay.
And Katie made this really cool pattern. You can see it better on Ravelry. It's called Renewal Cowl. And she used 3 different colors of Leading Men. The Renewal shades.
Well, you've got the kit.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to read the number. The
Okay.
Shades and Trees, Copper Cloud, and Dames at Sea. And she put it together in a little kit that shows you the colors. The bow looks so good. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. Take a time out. Okay, there we go. There's she gives you 2 little
Stitch markers?
stitch markers with it. One
Okay.
says Village Yarn Company and the other one's for the roving. And these are the colors that that Katie picked. There's a green, a copper. And you can see this better on, it's a free download on Ravelry.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah. Free until...
Yeah.
Free. Like
sometime in March, maybe early March, it's free till, and then it'll probably end
if
up
you
being
want to
a
know
paid
more
pattern.
about Roving Indiana, there's a website for them.
Called Roving Indiana.
Called Roving Indiana.
Roving Indiana, imagine
And it will tell you the shops that are involved and the particulars of how you participate. I know that one of the Ohio ladies wanted to know.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah. Just
So.
go to Roving, Indiana. And I'm sure
Yeah, you can see everything there. And
sure many
Katie
of the
has it
shops
up.
will do
they each one would do a different
Usually do a different pattern.
with
Usually.
the yarn.
But I don't know if they did that this year.
Yeah.
And then I had looked, because I like the Wonderland kits that come out every month. At least they did. And then COVID hit, and then they got screwed up. So anyway, I buy this and this. And Katie had 2 of them, so I canceled the order online, so I didn't have to pay shipping. So this one's for India. It's the Taj Mahal. And it's a cool hat. Like this. Okay. I don't know the name. It's called, what's it? Minarets and Domes by Stephanie somebody. And it comes with a
Stephanie
bulky.
Stephanie
Shillman.
Shiman. And then the other fun one I got was it's a scarf. Which kind of goes with this Renewal, which is why I bought 2 skeins.
This is the first one.
That looks yummy.
Yeah.
And then this is called Wicked Practical Shawl. And this is for New England.
Wicked
Salem.
Knit-a.
Wicked Knit-a.
Wicked Knit-a.
And this is a shawl pattern. And it's kind of, can't really tell. You need to look it up. But it would go really good with this. Look, it's like meant to go with that. So anyway, and they're Wonderland kits, and they come all together with a little card. And,
Give me this one so we can show this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has an ample wingspan up to 80 inches. So I was busy.
Mad Hatta.
Mad Hatta.
How much yarn's in that skein?
This is 344 sport weight yarn.
Ah,
Yeah. I do find that sometimes they say they're supposed to be that big, but I am a tight knitter, so
They don't end up being that
yeah,
big.
they don't usually end up being that big for me. So that was my adventure Friday. Yeah.
Friday.
And then I got these today. Check that out. I can paint more. Just what my husband will be happy to hear.
Oh my goodness. Oh
So,
my goodness.
Wow, that was busy. So there you have my thing. And I did work even on my little shawl here, which I'm not going to say what it is. So nobody can
You've
tell
already.
me.
Mpito.
Mpito.
Oh.
Whatever. Anyway, I did work on it because I was watching us. So, because I liked the way we looked last week.
Thank you, Leah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. We really did. Plus the red looked really good.
yeah, it did.
I mean, the antennae
Yeah.
did a lot for us as well.
Yeah. That was
Yeah, I think that kind
that
of,
was a highlight.
yeah.
Popped it.
But the red was really good on the screen. Like today, we're a little
Yeah,
darker.
we're kind of
drab
drab
today.
But you do have on
I do.
summertime watermelon.
I have on watermelon. This
From
is
Ba.
Brenda and Heather, and it's their watermelon yarn, and it's a shawl that I
They
made.
call it summertime.
Summertime. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's called summertime, but
it's not called watermelon, but
it looks like a watermelon.
And
Hence why we always
it's,
call it watermelon.
yeah, I don't even know what the pattern is. I just my cleaning lady folds these things up and puts them in a stack, and so I rifle through and say, "Oh, that's a pretty one." And put it on.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'll just throw it back on the table, and she'll fold it up and
always
put it
thought-
back in the stack.
Yeah, I always thought I should always, at some point, put some patterns you'll know. Like this one, I'll know it's always what the name is and everything. But
Yeah.
5 years from now, I'm not going to know what the name
no,
is.
that's what it is. And so sometimes I think I should be using those little tags that you stick at the bottom, like a price tag thing, and write on it Mpito.
Why? Because we're not going to, there's always going to be something new that's going to be fascinating, and we're going to want to do that.
But the thing is that, especially now, they want to know what it is, and we yank it out going, oh, we did this 97 years ago, and look at this, and everybody's going to fall in love with it, and we won't have it.
We're not. So, we're just showing them the new things that we did, except I have this one.
Yeah.
No, where did we go? Right here.
Sitting on your butt.
I
love that.
This is something that I did a long time ago, and I pulled it out of the cupboard one day when it was super cold this week, and wrapped it around myself and went in and thought, this is one I need to show, because it's with, remember the yarn?
It's a slub yarn.
No, it's not a slubby yarn.
I don't remember that.
It's Mushi-ishi.
Oh.
Mushi-ishi. It's an Italian
right
yarn. Comes in a giant ball or a giant hank. And I thought, oh, I want to make like a poncho in crochet.
Quicker. More
yarn. But these were $45 a skein.
And her poncho became...
Well, I started out...
90 inches.
I started out and I'm like, oh, I need it this long. And I was just going back and forth. So it was going to be like a big blanket with a slit in it for your head. So like one of the Mexican, what are those called? The
serape.
Yeah, well, it would be like that, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, so I measured it. It's the perfect length, if you have your arm out with the drape and blah, blah, blah. Well, this amount was a skein and a half.
Wow.
And I think I calculated out that I would need like eight skeins.
You'd have to insure that garment.
Right. So I said, well, you know what? I think it's just going to be a wrap. It's just going to be a wrap. There's no pattern. This is crocheted.
Is it?
Yeah, it's crocheted.
I believe you. It just...
Yeah.
But it's like that though when I don't know about you guys, but I'll look at a yarn sometimes thinking, oh my, wouldn't that make a great sweater, or it would be really good to make this whatever, and then you sit down and start to figure it out. You're like $973.46.
Right.
Plus the time. I'd have to mortgage this.
I'd have to mortgage the house to make this.
It's poncho. Sort of like, even though painted bricks didn't cost me a ton, it'd be something you would wear even if it's 112 degrees out. You know what I mean? You'd have it with you 24/7. This is great, isn't it?
This is so bloody warm. It is like it's like the army blankets.
Oh, I love those.
Scritchy,
scratchy, but great.
This is a little scratchy.
Okay.
It is a little on the woolly spectrum.
A little bit.
It's a little on the woolly kind of spectrum. But trust me.
It is nice and
you could wear this in like 60 below and be warm.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed that you were bundling up in Indiana winter weather.
Oh, it's cold in her warehouse. There's a draft.
Yeah, it's
it isn't so much that it's cold, you get a draft.
And somebody keeps it at 64 in the warehouse.
It's and
those dock doors are open all the time.
Yeah, and you know me, and when I was there for inventory, it was the same thing. I actually, for a while there, I had my mittens on, and I'm typing with my mittens on, and these guys are running around with these
t-shirts on,
t-shirts and hats, and these insulated pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Larry.
Larry. He's so cute, and he's got the cutest hair. Smurf. He's cute.
Yeah.
And Jordan, he just looks great in anything. So.
Jordan's cool. He wears
so like a tracksuit.
He wears long underwear though.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He does wear long underwear in the warehouse.
Yeah. I would too.
And the only person that
cuddle duds.
Except
I'd be putting them on, taking them off.
The only person who doesn't, wear anything extra is Pollo.
Oh.
But he is running around that warehouse like a chicken. So
he is a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually thought
Hence why his nickname is Pollo.
But I didn't know that Pollo meant chicken, so I thought his name was
She
Pollo.
just called, Pollo, where are you, Pollo?
I have a question over here, Pollo. And it was like,
You don't know my nickname, lady.
Yeah,
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, he didn't know who I was, but I knew who he was. So
Yeah.
it was funny. But yeah, they do keep it. And she has a draft. It isn't lettered.
Yeah,
it's just
well, it's because the dock doors are constantly open.
Well,
so
yeah,
there's
and they
always
come
movement.
in. If they come in this door and this door, she gets a
Well,
glass.
I thought
for
you were
both.
talking about a draft here in the house.
No.
And I thought,
No, so I've been wearing in my knits to work because I put them on there, not necessarily outside.
And
I put
Mikey
them on
was
at the warehouse.
watching us, and he watched the 2 episodes he walked by, and he thinks it's hysterical that you also had the 2 that I watched. You had a shawl on, and your shirt up to here. You had on a sweatshirt, and I'm sitting here in my t-shirt.
Well, I have a t-shirt on under this, and I'm a little bit warm.
And he was like, "Boy, you guys run the gambit in there, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I give Mika 74 degrees in Grand Cayman, but if she ever goes to Disney, it's going to be 68. So that may cure her
Her and I were perfect because we're like 64. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right with that.
yeah.
yeah, 74 in Grand Cayman, and I had a blanket.
She had a blanket on. God. I was dying. I ran around seriously 90% of the time. I either had a dress with no sleeves or I was in my jammies. Very rare. I mean, I would be in my jammies in the morning after her, and I would turn down. She'd be like, "Have a nice dive. Go dive. Yeah, okay, I'll meet you for lunch."
65.
Boom, 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 boom. But because I didn't, and it was okay because we did have the sun coming in our room in the morning, so it didn't make sense to keep it, and it got warmer, but it cooled off. And then I was like, oh, damn, there's the boat, just as the air conditioning would shut off, and I'd have to turn it back up.
That explains the electric bill.
Yeah, that does. I told you I'd pay extra.
I didn't know why.
Yeah, it was a little bit high, but I did pay my half, so I figured it's okay. But yeah, so just warning you, Disney's going to be 64 to 68. So just telling you now.
Bring your extras.
Bring your
Nylon
blankets.
underwear.
I can see her now.
It's tag team against you. Sorry.
There'll be 2
We
suitcases.
can only take so much off. You can always put more on.
Right. That's right.
You would think that I would have.
That's what I was told for the first 25 years of marriage. You can always put more on. I can only take so much off.
Mine would say, go ahead, take it off. And I'd be like, get real. That's mindset.
And I don't know why I'm cold-natured, but I am. And
But you've got such a warm heart.
Good response. I do have a warm heart.
You do have a good
I
heart.
do.
So
Do we have anything else crazy going on this week that
No,
we need to talk about?
I don't think we have anything other than the roving's coming up here in Indiana. So all of our Indiana people or anybody in Ohio wants to come over.
Or anybody in anywhere.
Michigan or anywhere who wants to get online. I tell you all the names, but I don't know them all.
Yeah, just go on.
No.
Go on Roving Indiana.
I'll put a link to Roving
Indiana.
Yeah,
and if you want to go ahead and check out our shops and everything. And
I'm sure you can order that Roving yarn.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I think
I'm
that's
sure you
exclusive
could.
for
It is.
Roving.
It is.
I don't think you can get it any other way.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Katie would have it at Village Yarn Company that you could order.
That and or the kit because she made
Or the kit,
kit.
yeah, that too.
If you decide because you only need like 50 yards or something like that. As you can see, she took the skeins and
she just made kits up.
she made kits up and everything. So you don't need to have the expense of buying 4 full skeins of. Not that you wouldn't want them for your stash or anything. I never understand when you see things on TV.
You said stash, and I.
Yeah, you notice when you see them like Ravelry where they say this is a stash buster. I'm like, why would you want to bust your stash? I mean, that's the whole purpose of having it, just in case you need that blue. Just in case. Why would you want to bust your stash? And it cracks me up when people say that.
Well, I don't think. I think some people's idea of a stash and your idea of a stash are completely different.
Yeah, because what they're talking about.
I'm ready for
are those little
Armageddon.
nubby
You know what I
things.
mean? You can all come to my house if it shuts down, and I'll just help you out.
Listen, I don't even acquire that much yarn. You guys know this.
No, she doesn't.
I do not, and I think I have enough yarn to last me my lifetime.
I don't think so, pretty. Ooh, that's all I need to say.
I didn't walk out of there with it.
But she should have.
No, I shouldn't have.
But you have a birthday coming up. Maybe someone will go in today. Coming up. Oh, wait. Something to go.
Yeah,
We got a little notice on that.
Notification.
Whatever. So now you see, I'm going to be busy for the next couple weeks doing all what I have if I get going on it. And I did take out painted bricks.
Yeah,
just to let you guys know. I'm going to do like down and back.
Each day? Every day?
Maybe 3 times a week. How's that?
Boy, that sure shifted.
that really changed from our breakfast conversation.
Yeah.
I don't want to be at it. Let's see. I started it like in July.
I would like for you to be done with it.
This summer. Well, maybe I'll take.
Can you have a goal of being able to wear it?
This summer.
Oh, but you want to wear it this summer.
Fall.
You know what I do? Maybe I should finish it so that you could lay it on your bed when you're at Disney to stay warm.
There you go.
Yeah, because that thing's going with me everywhere.
I want you to have the goal of be done with it by fall.
Fall?
You could wear it.
Okay, my birthday.
For fall.
My birthday is September 7th. So I have
yes.
Oh,
you
guys
there you go.
To that. And now
September you need to have it done so
I'm
that
gonna
you
write
can,
That
here.
was my dad's birthday.
Oh.
so that you can wear it for your birthday dinner.
Painted bricks. September 7. Okay. 9/7. Bye. Think I'll do it? She didn't think
Somebody
so.
needs to wager with me.
So who thinks I won't? Mika, no. Sue,
I
question.
think you will.
Sue, yes.
I think you will.
I think you will because I voted no.
You have a point there.
Oh my gosh.
You do have a point
Just to
there.
prove me wrong.
Just to prove her wrong.
Or I'll save the last stitch to that day, so I finish it on the day.
And you tell us how
And you
many
would,
stitches.
and you would make
And I'm going
us
to-
both wrong.
And you guys are going to find out exactly
How
how
many
many
stitches?
stitches are in
Who
that
wants to
entire
know?
thing. I don't
No.
care. I'm going to tell you. I mean, come on. Right now I'm at 400 and some. So if I go down and back, that's almost 900 stitches a day.
Wah.
I mean, this is like
Wah.
what? Look, I can't get this done, and this is
But
nothing.
you're talking.
Well, that's true. And I did notice when we knit, our heads are down too much. But
Oh, whatever.
it's okay. We're doing this anyway. So how are your projects coming along? You further than we are?
Well, I should hope that they are because they're not sitting there talking.
I think they're probably responding to us saying, "Oh, for God's sake,
Move on.
Be done, ladies.
Go away. Yeah.
Um,
So think about the 4 people you want to have at your
Yeah,
table.
I want to see those.
Put those comments
I
up.
want to see that.
They did. They responded to us when you had that thing about where we were. Remember some app, and they told us.
What 3 words?
Yeah, what 3 words? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what 4 people? So we
What
added
4
a person.
people?
What 4 people would you want at the table? And maybe we can pick that discussion up. We'll talk about maybe some of it next
Yeah.
week and see what people come up with.
Yeah, because as we've said in the past, we do love your comments,
Yes,
We
we
do.
really
and
do.
we read every one of them.
And if you haven't subscribed, please do.
Yeah, because
Yes.
If
we're
you're
worth
here
it.
and you found us, just subscribe.
Lucky you.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
We showed up on your homepage.
Yeah, you
And they're
tuned in.
clicking, and they're clicking. Can't get rid of a white wolf thing.
Oh my God, they keep coming up. Yeah, you tune into YouTube and it says recommended, and there we are.
And we are.
It's because God wants you to watch.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are close
To
to
500.
500.
I haven't come up
And
with
once
something
we
yet.
hit,
We will.
Once we hit 500, we're going to do a giveaway, and you're going to have to be subscribed here.
Right, which is true. And we'll do something.
you might as
And I
well.
think I said to Deb this week that I am more than happy to have the giveaway be a shawl.
Which we'll see.
And we got lots of comments that people were like, yes, yes, yes.
I
yes.
know,
So
I
think
know.
we'll
That's
probably,
what.
I think that's how we're going to pretty much decide.
And
So
we'll
go
decide
random,
which one.
Right,
And
and away we go.
Yeah.
because I have 2 or 3 or
A couple to give away.
Four.
I'm sure there's going to be some stitch markers involved as well.
Yeah. Yeah, might even be a hatter here and there. You never know. I finally got to the stack.
The stack of what?
My hats. And I never wear them. Do you know how many hats I have sitting on the counter?
Well, no.
12 made hats, and I never wear them. So it's really just the process.
She doesn't want to know how many hats I have.
Yeah, I don't want to know. Maybe
right,
I
you
should
guys.
put them on Poshmark or something.
I have them on Poshmark.
The bad girls, when they come for you, if they come for you, are going to go away.
She doesn't even know the words, guys. You guys have a good week.
No, that is the words, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Well,
Have a good week.
Bye.
Happy knitting.
Bye. Bye.